Oh, things fairy lamps. Hey guys, welcome back to my trial of patience here. What you can see here is I've just got some B-grade bricks, and from the cutting process, and I'm using the B-grade bricks using the Gorilla Glue, the old trusty Gorilla Glue, and I'm I'm gluing them on this metal sheet. And what I've done is I've gone into the scale warehouse outside, the 110 scale, and I've measured the height of how tall I want the wall. Considered that at the bottom of the wall there's an inch of cement which will be covering the floor. That'll be so I can run a guttering system in there. And going up the wall, you'll see that I'll be making the little wall go up, and I'm just working in the corners at the minute, so once I've done the corners I can lift it that way and then do this bit. This is going to be a side wall which is going to connect to a gate, a 110 scale gate, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to brick up this part here, and then I'm going to let it dry and then put it down, and then I'm just going to brick one row on the other side going downwards, and that's to allow for when the camera is spinning round on the gate, you get a two thick brick look rather than a single brick and seeing like a little metal sheen on the side. So yeah, I thought that'd add to 3D depth of the place, and you can just see how I've put some brick here into position, ready to do the wall. One thing I did find really handy is if you put the Gorilla Glue on the metal directly, you have a problem. The Gorilla Glue's trying to dribble down and, you know, get out of hand and stuff, where if you just get one brick and then you put the Gorilla Glue on one side of the brick like you're going to put it on, and then you just rub it with the next brick, say you put the Gorilla Glue on this side, you just do that and it transfers to both bricks, gets dug into the brick, and there's not too much Gorilla Glue on there. Then you just put them down in place. So I might as well show you that now actually. So Gorilla Glue, first single brick, take another brick, rub them together, place it down, trying to just push it into the metal and try to get it aligned. And you can just see how I'm leaving little gaps between each of the bricks, and that's allow for when it's dried I can then go between each of the bricks with kind of scale grout which will act as cement, cementing the wall together. So when it's all when it's all set up like that, it should look pretty good side on. It should actually look like a 110 scale wall. So yeah, that's this complete patience job. It's not too bad, but the glue when it's drying seems to move. We have the slabs in place, and they're just holding those bricks in place while they set now. And I don't know if you can see there, you might just be able to see that I've had to use individual slats just to keep those spaces between the brick to grout them. I don't want the bricks moving while they're drying. So I'll keep an eye on that now until it dries off, and then see if I can take the bricks away without problem, and then start on the next section of the wall, which will be that way. So you'll have that as wall, and then going round, which will be the courtyard wall for the car park. I was hoping to use these B-grade bricks for the car park, an A grade for the actual warehouse, like the military have just knocked together a wall to provide extra security, you know, due to the Z. So that's the next section in place, guys. I've glued the bricks in. I've left one space between the edges. That's because it's to allow for the two brick going sideways, and I've checked the brick positions about 3 times once I was gluing them in. When I was really happy with the spacings for the mortar, I then put the slabs over, and I don't know what happened with that middle one, but I did seem to get it flat at the end. I seem to have skipped one when I was putting them down there. But yeah, it's quite uniform, and I like it. It looks, it feels tighter, so I think the result could be quite good. It feels a bit disordered around, it doesn't, you never seem to get that same quality. So yeah, it's quite tidy so far. So let's see these dry, and we can count how many brick to cover the surface area. For like a year working on this, I've not once done the math to see how many brick per square meter, so should be able to work that out pretty nicely off this wall. So that'd be interesting. And yeah, let's see if these dried nicely. I've had the odd one dry, not great, but they're not too bad. But I'm just worried about one drying not that great, and then maybe I'll have to chisel it out or something. It'd be quite interesting to see if you can fix mistakes on these kind of gluing session builds. So yeah, let's see if that dries nice. Well, it's coming along nicely now. You can see, guys, I'm just putting the last brick on the end of the wall here, working downwards. I'm gonna put some more brick on here, and then it'll be ready for the concrete cementy rendering between the bricks. You can see, guys, I'm just using these couple of screwdrivers and the cable tie to just hold the bricks up while they dry and set a bit. Once they're tacky and in place, I can pull those out like that. Moving along further, guys, you can see I've gone for holding the bricks down while they set in place with other bricks, and I'm gonna clean this edge up here. Going down here's the odd bit of Gorilla Glue. I might use the Dremel drill with the universal diamond tip edge to go through the edges and just clean them up. And yeah, I'm just working down to the end here now. The only curse I'm having at the minute with this is you can see there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's about 12 bricks dry in there, which seems about right. I seem to be able to put 12 bricks in place, let them dry, and then have to wait till they've set somewhat, because if you don't and try to work more bricks around them, you end up moving bricks and it becomes more tricky than it is. So that's why you can see I'm kind of just working I've started over here and I'm working across down like a kind of jigsaw type thing. But yeah, I actually like how it's looking. Once the metal's gone, the slabs are on top of the wall and it's built into the actual warehouse. This will add on to another piece of wall going further off, leading to the warehouse wall on the other side, so it should look like a good courtyard wall. Just finish this off and check the rendering. I appreciate this vid's getting a bit longer than usual. Here, guys, you can see I'm using an oversized syringe and I'm going to inject the mortar into the bricks. I'm using in this 2 spoonfuls of mix and grout, 1 good spoonful of cement and half a spoon of sand, and 1 teaspoon of water to get the mix a little more wet so it's more workable. Mac Plastering mentioned that, so yeah, top notch for that, mate. And yeah, I just want to inject this into the brick and see how it looks. I'll see if we can get some footage of that, but I'm not sure. Let's have a look. 20 minutes later, guys, and it's gone from that to that, and I'm pretty happy with that. I finished it off with the syringe, then I went over with softly with a scouring pad with some washing up liquid on it, and then I went over with another scouring pad to dry it off, absorb what the residues. and I can always have another go over it once it's all dry. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll dry quite well. We'll soon tell in future videos and stuff. But yeah, as in walls go, I think that actually looks pretty darn realistic. And considering no spirit level on this because it's side on, I thought I'd done a pretty good job. Um, yeah, here's the stuff you need for this job. About 280 bricks, 300 bricks here. Over a foot and a half, just over. So I'll do the math and put that in the description, more accurate. But yeah, getting the idea of it now. It's quite a lot of bricks, but it looked pretty good, especially now I'll go on to extend this wall, stretching it down. I forgot this fix and mix was actually white, but the cement that I've added and the silica sand from the play school kids ground area bit, that seems to have got a nice texture and colour to the white. Just give it a bit of a grey look. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry I've took a load of your time up, but yeah, I really wanted to share that one. This build's first build of some walls, quite a few walls to come. You'll see them about the place now. These things growing. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Hope yous are doing well, and I'll see you shortly.